Hey, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Let's go check out our next story.
Hey, I'm Mark Cuban of Shark Tank, and you're watching Behind the Brand.
Everyone who watches this show is either an entrepreneur or they aspire to be. Talk to me about whether you think entrepreneurs are born or made. You get to see a lot of people.
Right. I think it's both, right? There's no, some of us are wired that way. I've known I was going to be in business since I was, 9, 10 years old. But other people, they fall into it, and other people, they figure out that's really what they were destined to be. And I think now, particularly with millennials and Generation Z, back in the day, once you graduated from school, it's like you're getting a career. Nobody thinks about a career anymore. Now it's what am I going to do and what am I good at, and can I do what I'm good at and what I like. And I think that's changed the nature of entrepreneurship, and we're seeing a lot more of that with the deals that come on Shark Tank.
Well, definitely the show has opened up tons of possibilities. I mean, for me, someone who didn't start out to be an entrepreneur, who kind of fell into it.
And look where you are now. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, and it took a while to fight through the peanut gallery and also all those doubts and voices in your head. But now, with a show like this, it makes it acceptable, it makes it popular,
Yep.
it opens a lot of doors. What do you think? What tips can you give the audience, to be successful? Some of these kind of core.
There's some real rules, right? First of all, you got to do it, right? Everybody's got ideas, but you've got to take that step. You've thought about this show for a long time, but it's hard to take that step. In my case, I had to get fired in order to force myself to get there. Second, sales cures all, right? There's never been a company to exist that didn't have revenue. And so when you're getting started, the first thing to focus on is not raising money. That's the biggest mistake people make. 99.99% of businesses don't have to raise money, but you have to have customers. And so what I always suggest is whatever your service is, if you're mowing yards, if you're building widgets, whatever it is, go find customers. Because if you can find somebody who really likes what you're doing, they're going to want the product, they'll support you. The third thing is you've got to realize that whatever you're doing, you're competing with somebody. What is it that gives you an advantage over your competition? And then the fourth thing is, what's your core competency? What are you good at? Whatever you're good at, try to be great at it. And if you're great at it, good things will happen. And then probably the fifth thing is your customers own you. You don't own your business, your customers do. When your customers say jump, you don't just say how high, you ask for precisely the height, because they have to make the choice. And just everybody individually, the choices you make as a customer for different products and services, and use that as your guideline for what will be important to your customers.
So you've been able to do a lot of things. You've had some success.
A little bit.
Is it easier to start something now that you have the resources?
Well, yeah, for me, yeah.
But, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but do you feel yourself ever trying to fall into complacency or getting soft or
Soft, come on. No, because that's a challenge, right? It's a good question, right?
Well, you wrote the book about athletics as business as a metaphor for sports.
Right? Business, the sport of business. I'm so competitive. The answer is no. But there's times, to be honest, where I'll say, do I really want to do this? Because my time's so much more valuable. Look, when I got fired and started that first company, I was sleeping on the floor. There were 6 guys in a 3-bedroom apartment. I didn't have my own room. I didn't even have towels. It was just nasty. And there was no place to go but up.
It's a Rocky Balboa story.
Yeah, a lot of respects. Yeah, and so now it's a little bit different, but I'm so competitive. And to me, business is the ultimate sport, which is what I named my book, How to Win the Sport of Business. And that drives me, because whether I'm playing pickup, whether I'm playing kickball with my kids, or it's a company, I want to kick your ass.
I love it. One last question. What do you think gets people stuck? We have all these great intentions. We want to do it. We've decided, okay, we want to try this new venture. We've got this new product or business. What do you think gets people stuck?
Fear of the unknown, right? What's next? What am I giving up? Most people don't start when their back's against the wall. Damon John calls it the power of broke. It's hard to just cross that line. We all have that idea. We get excited about it. You talk to your friends. They say, I think that's a great idea. Would you buy one? Yeah, I'll buy one. And then you look on Google. I don't see anything there. But what they forget is it's not on Google anymore, because all those companies went out of business, right? But you still have to just take that step. And rather than trying to raise money, just go do it. Just go find.
Prove the model.
Well, yeah, you just go out there and try. You don't have to get big fast. Just start it and see what happens.